Well, here is the interior of Rhapsody, 1981 North Sea 27. Here, companionway, boarded up right now because it's storming outside, or at least it's raining a little bit. This is the aft cockpit version, so the quarter berths are inside the main cabin here. On this side we have the starting battery, and then got a Yanmar 2 GM underneath there. Got a bilge alarm, battery switch hiding behind the steps there. West Marine VHF radio, another quarter berth, and the house battery. Here's the Furuno radar. It looks pretty good condition, and the Garmin GPS here that doesn't want to open. Okay, here's the Garmin GPS, and I have turned that on. It does work pretty good. It's kind of nice because there's this little option here to add SD card with other maps. Behind this, is the electrical panel. Pretty simple. And then the instruments swing out, so if say I'm going out somewhere, be able to see everything. And the radar displays pretty good in the daytime, bright sunshine. Got 8 of these portals just going down through the boat. Here's the galley. Got the little box here that has a refrigerator unit. The Origo 4000 cooktop, and a nice deep sink with storage behind it. Right now just got all the little clutter here, just I'm working on cleaning it up. Here has the seating area with the table that kind of swings out, and then over here is the cushions for the table can drop down into this groove here, and then the extra cushions fill it in. So full sleeping area right here, along with the quarter berths, and these are the cushions for the quarter berth. Pretty nice table here. And then up forward is the chain locker for the anchor, and it has a few extra sails. And right now the only lights that are working is this one up here and the one up top. I just got a couple LED lights because that's all West Marine had that would work for me, and it worked kind of pretty nice because it's a lot better than the halogens that I had, where they would heat up pretty hot even in a few seconds. Here is the nav station. Nice little bit of storage under here, and everything slides off. And under here there's a radio. It's a little old, but it is working. Got some nice cabinets under here. There's a lot of storage in here in the North Sea. Got another deep well here, and a couple shelves in here. And here is ship's bell. I cleaned it up, so it's kind of nice. Little shelf with the extra lights I'm going to be replacing with LEDs. I'll keep these on hand for spares just in case. And again, a lot of storage underneath the sink. and underneath the stove. I don't have them in here right now, but there's a couple plastic bins that go into these grooves for a little bit of storage that you slide out. Plenty of space for whatever might be needed for a boat this size. And behind this door is the head. Right now it's just filled up with, I believe, the bimini. There's a sink in there, and there is a light in here also. Not very bright. Probably replace that with LEDs also. And right now that is the interior. Also got a little bit of storage back here. And also with the engine, in each side of the quarter berth there's a little access panel to access the side of the engine. I also got some supplies, sandpaper, some varnish if I ever get that far, but still scraping the outside of it. There is a few AC outlets. I believe they only work when connected to shore power, which probably isn't so bad. And here's another one. Got a bow hook. So it's for me, I'm 6'5", so so long as I'm standing on the bottom part of this right here and be able to see over here too, I don't have to bend over too much, but a lot more room in this boat than I would have expected, and I think I did pretty good for my first boat. So, I wanted to mention that behind the seating here and underneath there is plenty of storage. So it's kind of nice. Kind of hard to see with it being a little bit dark in here, but pretty good size for putting gear, food, whatever is needed. And then on below this mainsail is part of the bilge area, but this part here is pretty shallow. Good for some other little storage. The D part of the bilge, which I'm going to be getting into later on, is in all of this mess right here. I will be working on the bilge pump. The part of the pipe that protrudes from the pump itself broke into that thin pipe, so I'll be replacing that. Then this gray part here, that's the fuel tank, and it mounts under the engine and going, I believe, all the way to the aft area. Can be seen a little bit in the lazarette storage area in the back. And so if that ever rusts out or needs to be replaced, that's going to be one heck of a job to do. But from what I've seen, I haven't gotten too far into checking the engine and all its components. Although I do plan on replacing restuffing the packing box, or repacking the stuffing box. So even though the boat is on the trailer, I did run the engine for about 5 seconds and make sure it did work, and does run smoothly. I don't plan on running it again at all until it's in the water, but I at least know it does work pretty good. Since I am doing some work on the boat, I got this book that I've seen recommended on some of the forums, some places online. A lot of good info on there for working on it. A couple other little things I'm going to be working on is rebedding some of the deck hardware. This is a bolt for part of a handrail that's up top, and I believe there might be some other parts that need to be rebedded. As I do know, there's one screw up here. This one I saw, it's not cut. I got a tarp over top right now, and I saw this one is not covered up by the tarp, and I saw that one leaking, so that'll need to be worked on also. Not too bad, I think. And then got there a bag of some supplies to work on the boat today, or however long it takes to work on it. Well, it's raining today, and it stopped raining long enough so I can video outside, so hopefully it doesn't come too hard at the moment, but it's just starting back up. Here's the hull. Could use some bottom paint, but this one through hole is for the exhaust of the engine. These two down here by the roller is for the cockpit. Some of the names, some of the vinyl letters is kind of cracked and ready to be replaced eventually. Pretty nice little boat. I'm looking forward to getting her in the water. And here the mast is sitting. I took the standing rigging off and took it home so I could work on replacing it. Got the furler, rolling furler for the jib. And under this end is where the mast light and antenna go. And over here, the 2 winches on the mast are for the halyards. Got the attachment for the gooseneck on the boom, which is at the house, and the lower attachment on the bottom of the mast is for the boom vang. And there's the monitor wind vane. And that mount up there is for a fishing pole, I believe. And that is Rhapsody.